Now, with more Banks Braves athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves, Trevor Beard.
Good evening, football fans, and welcome to Banks High School for tonight's 3A District 1 matchup between the host Banks Braves and the visiting Valley Catholic Valiants of Beaverton. Valley Catholic came into tonight's game with a record of 3 and 4, or 4 and 3 overall, 1 and 3 in 3A District 1. Promising start to the season for the Valiants, who won their first 3 games, all in convincing fashion. 47-14 at Blanchette, 42-7 at home against Umatilla, and a 40-6 blowout victory at Willamina. Willamina was scheduled to join the league, but only 12 players came out for football for the Bulldogs, and they are playing an independent, basically a JV schedule this season, kind of picking and choosing what teams they play on their schedule. Once the Valiants started District 1, though, it's been a tough road. A 54-8 home loss to Jervis, who at that time was ranked one of the top 5 teams in the state, and then a heartbreaking 1-point double overtime loss to Warrenton, who hasn't done much, only battling for the state title most likely next week here at Banks. And then a 35-28 victory at Yamhill Carlton against the Tigers, who have only won once all season. And again, that came at Willamina, the only win for Yamhill Carlton. And then last week, a disappointing home loss for the Valiants, losing to a team Banks crushed to open league play on the road. Banks defeated North Marion 65-0. However, the Huskies coming out on top at Valley Catholic last week, 35-28. Head coach for the Valiants, Michael Snyder, assisted by Brian Corey, DeJour Williams, Gus Hendrickson, and Nathan Lule. We'll take a 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll talk about the host team, Banks Braves, and where they are in the rankings. We'll be back in just a moment.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items, including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
Jason, let's go see your room.
No, that's not right. How is it? Is it good?
Same great smile, same great service, but a brand new location and a great new team. Sarah Hesselman Group is still proud to support Banks High School athletics, but has now joined the Premier Property Group real estate team with new offices located in Bethany. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, contact the Sarah Hesselman Group, Sarah at sarahhesselman.com, or call 503-313-0748.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
And we're back. Good to be back with you after having the last 2 weeks off due to broadcast responsibilities for Pacific University volleyball. It's been a very wet and blustery evening. Inch of rain was expected for today, and it seems like we may have had that in about a 2-hour span, almost biblical type rain conditions from about probably 3 o'clock until about 5 o'clock. But the field starting to dry out kind of nicely, although we might still see quite a bit of slop on the field, a lot of in between the trenches type football. Our first playoff broadcast here at Banks High School in our first season 11 years ago came in a 36-0 victory over Baker. That back when Banks was a member of the 4A classification. Very similar conditions. 8 fumbles in that game, and by halftime, the uniforms for both sides were unreadable. Oh, yeah, a very historical night for Banks, too. It was their first state championship since we started broadcasting Banks Athletics as Megan Bunn. And the Banks Braves won the 2015 state volleyball title, defeating Sisters. And Suzanne Clark, who was head coach then, is back at the helm of the Banks Braves volleyball program with Megan Bunn as assistant. And last time Suzanne Clark was leading from the bench, Banks won that state title. And guess what? They're in pretty good shape to do that again this year, flying under the radar outside the top 10, but winners now of 14 straight volleyball matches dating back to mid-September when they started the season losing 5 out of their first 8 matches. But a 3-set sweep last night at Warrenton to clinch the Coastal Range League title. They will host a first-round game currently against North Valley based on current rankings, but some league playoff matches taking place tomorrow for a handful of leagues around the state at the 3A level, which will likely change rankings and who Banks will host on Wednesday in the first round, October 29th. Right now, that would be North Valley of Grants Pass. But, again, that could change who their opponent will be after tomorrow's matches in other leagues around the state. There is a league playoff game tomorrow in Coastal Range League play. Corbett and Warrenton play at Warrenton for the 2 and 3 seed from the League 2 state. Both Corbett and Warrenton, though, will also advance to the 20-team bracket again starting Wednesday, October 29th. Banks Braves football, led by longtime head coach Cole Linehan, former linebacker for the University of Oregon back in the mid to late 90s. Undefeated on the season to this point, 7-0 overall, 4-0 coming into tonight's game. Two games remaining tonight against the Valley Catholic Valiants, and next week, in what most likely will be for the league title, they will host a Warrenton in the final game of the regular season, and then we will know playoff seedings and matchups by Saturday evening at the latest. As we mentioned, head coach for the Braves, Cole Linehan. Assistant coaches are Chad Graham, offensive coordinator, Dusty Hara, who is actually not with the team this season, but still listed on the coaching staff. Dusty helping with offense and quarterbacks this season. Also sideline reporter for Oregon Ducks football radio. Jason Tufts, Matt Evenson, special teams coach. Barry Herbst, Reed Warner, Steve Lyda, defensive coordinator, Tyler Carey, and Zach Collins are the assistants. For the Braves, they haven't really had any what you would really call close games. 41-14 blowout at Santiam Christian in week 1, and the Eagles been in the top 10 all season. A 42-13 home victory in week 2 against 4A Seaside, a team that they could rejoin in 4A District 1 next season. And then that 65-0 blowout at North Marion, where they scored 35 points in the second quarter on the road. 44-21 here at home against Seton Catholic of Washington. 41-20 in what was kind of touted as the 3A game of the week, and probably one of the top 3A matchups of the season. But Banks with 4 interceptions in that game, which turned out to be the difference, as those 4 takeaways all immediately led to scores. 42-7 blowout victory at home against Kennedy last week. 42-6 at Yamhill Carleton last week. Kennedy was the week before that. And again tonight here against Valley Catholic, and hosting Warrenton to wrap up the season for senior night next Friday. We'll take another 2-minute break, get you a look at some of the key position players for both teams, and talk a little bit about the playoff situation for 3A District 1 football. This is Banks Braves football on Westside Mobile Media on YouTube and westsidesgreatesthits.com.
Visit Main Street Pizza in Banks, located next to Jim's Market, for the best pizza in Washington County. From loaded hot baked subs to a Main Street special pizza piled high, we will satisfy your pizza cravings. We've been serving and supporting the Banks community since 1986. Open daily at 11 a.m. Call ahead now to place your order at 503-324-5858 or follow us on Facebook to see our daily lunch specials. Mention this radio ad and receive $2 off any Main Street pizza.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
For more than 45 years, Housemaster has been offering residential and commercial inspection services with more than 200 locations across the U.S. and Canada. We've helped more than 3.5 million buyers and sellers make important real estate decisions. Housemaster of Southwest Portland helps local residents make the right choice when purchasing a residential or commercial property. Call Housemaster of Southwest Portland, 971-245-2500, or visit their website, housemaster.com/southwest-Portland.
Transaction Transmission in the heart of Banks specializes in transmission repair, but they service all types of vehicle repairs and makes and models. 5-star reviews and quality workmanship you can trust. Owner Joey Tardio doesn't just repair vehicles, he eats, sleeps, and breathes all things auto-related as an auto racer March through October. Trust your vehicle to Transaction Transmission at the end of Sunset Avenue in the heart of Banks. Call 503-359-9141.
Now with more Banks Braves Athletics on West.
And we're back, just about 15 minutes to kick off here at Kelly Field at Banks High School. Very wet, most likely very sloppy conditions once the game gets underway. One of the few grass fields remaining in the Portland area. Banks located about 25 miles northwest of Portland. Banks High School working on a private fundraising drive to hopefully at least get a new turf field in place by the start of next season, but had a chance to talk with defensive coordinator Steve Lyda while we were waiting to get access to power up in the crow's nest in the press box, and he said that Most of the money appears to be raised for the turf field, but they are trying to get a little bit of a piggy bank, if you will, set up for a little bit of extra funds to put towards the new grandstands as well after the turf field is put down, hopefully in time for next season. It is a two-step goal or process, if you will. First step is the turf field, and then they are working on a plan also for new grandstands once the money for the turf is raised. Overall, the project is expected to cost about $6 million. Taking a look at some of the key roster key players for both teams. Quarterback for Valley Catholic most likely will be number 9, Alex Adams, 6'2", 200-pound quarterback, backup quarterback. And defensive back, number 11, Austin Fixter, 5'7", 140-pound sophomore. Running backs for the Valiants, actually wide receivers first. Marcus Mueller, number 0, also sometimes wears number 12. 6'3", 180-pound senior. Also Cooper Bonnet, number 1, also sometimes wearing number 15. 5'9", 145-pound senior wide receiver, defensive back. Number 2, Aiden Doyle, 6'3", 185-pound wide receiver, defensive back. The only 2 running backs listed on the roster. Emerson Stoldryer, 5'11", 170-pound senior. And number 5, Reed Randolph, 6'1", 190-pound senior running back. Linebacker, also wide receiver, number 5, Sam Robbins, 6'5", 190-pound sophomore. Tight end, a linebacker, number 7, Kai Fixter, 6'2", 205, a junior. Also a wide receiver, number 9, Charles Martin, 5'9", 145-pound freshman. Tight end, number 10, also sometimes wearing number 56, Gavin Galen, 6'4", 190-pound tight end. Defensive lineman, wide receiver, Adrian Amano, 5'7", 140-pound sophomore. Doing the kicking tonight will be number 21, Aaron Prestopine, a 5'8", 130-pound sophomore. Wide receiver, Jack Barris, wearing number 22, also might wear number 23, wide receiver, defensive back, 130-pound freshman wide receiver. Number 24, Tim Louie, a wide receiver, defensive back, 5'9", 140-pound sophomore. Everyone else listed as offensive line or defensive line. For the Braves, it's been a heavy dose of Jared Martin and Henry White. Starting quarterback, Nate Lida, 6'3", 160-pound junior cornerback. Braves, Jared Martin, wide receiver, cornerback, 6', 200-pound senior Jared Martin. He's a good one. He will also handle the bulk of the returning on special teams tonight. Had back-to-back touchdowns in that blowout win at North Marion to open the season. Wyatt Jackson, tight end, 6'1", 185-pound junior. Lane Gilbert, starting quarterback every year up until his senior year this year. Wide receiver, safety, 5'7", 170-pound senior. Backup quarterback number 7, Finn and Haley, 5'10", 140-pound sophomore cornerback. Number 8, Judson Woods will be part of the second unit. Junior, 6', 160-pound wide receiver cornerback. Number 9, Chase Mead, he'll handle special teams kicking, 6', 175-pound sophomore. Trevor Vanderzanden, wide receiver cornerback, 5'11", 140-pound sophomore. Number 12, Jake Lamb, running back, short safety, 6', 175-pound junior. Number 13, Brady Johnson, 6'1", 175 senior, wide receiver. Number 16, Cam Ireland, wide receiver, linebacker, 5'10", 140. Christian Medina, 5'8", 165, junior running back, number 21. And we'll get you some of the other names as the game goes along for the Braves. Just under 10 minutes before kickoff, as some of the rosters for both teams are being announced. Both teams have left the field and will likely stay that way until about the 5-minute mark or so, when the Braves come out of the locker room. This is Banks Braves football on WestSidesGreatestHits.com and the Westside Mobile Media YouTube channel. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsboro. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahayes.com or call us at 503-648-2341.
Dear moms and dads, what you have achieved here today is going to help us and our futures. It is why we are coming up on stage to collect your diplomas.
You know it's true.
Mom, we love you always.
Everything I do.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Now with more Banks Braves Athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves, Trevor Beard.
And we're back. Just actually before we continue, we're going to have tonight's national anthem. Actually, no national anthem, just the Braves making their way onto the field. We will have tonight's national anthem in just a few minutes, just under 7 minutes to kick off tonight at Kelly Field. Back-to-back home games to finish up the season against the Valiants of Beaverton and Warrenton next Friday night. And Dusty Hara is on the sidelines with the Banks coaching staff, so we were told earlier in the season that he would not be with the team on the coaching staff this year. Other games around 3A District 1 tonight. Yamhill Carlton is at Warrenton. Again, Yamhill Carlton just one win on the season. Should be a easy victory for the Warriors tonight out on the coast. Jervis at North Marion, and the way those two teams have been playing the last couple of weeks, don't be surprised if North Marion is able to knock off the Cougars. Jervis, back when Banks played them, that was a matchup of 3 versus 2. Jervis has dropped all the way out of the top 10, and right now would have an uphill battle to even make it into the playoffs as an at-large. Right now, the top two teams from each district, are locked into the playoffs. Those two teams would be Jervis and Warrenton. Kennedy, ranked number 10, likely locked in as an at-large unless something happens with them. But Kennedy is off tonight. They have a bye. District 2, Salem Academy is at Amity. Newport travels to Taft of Lincoln City in a rivalry contest. And Santiam Christian is at Scio. District 3 Sisters at Lapine. Pleasant Hill travels to Cresswell, and Elmira hosts Madras Sutherland is at Coquille in a game with big implications for that league, with both those teams hoping for playoff spots. South Umpqua, Myrtle Creek at Douglas of Winston, and Brookings travels to Siuslaw of Florence. District 5, Phoenix at Lakeview, and North Valley at Cascade Christian. District 6, Vale at Burns. Again, in another huge battle with both those teams currently locked in as the two playoff teams from the Eastern Oregon District, and this is at McLaughlin of Milton Freewater. Taking a look at the OSAA 3A official top 10 rankings, which are used to determine seedings in the 16-team bracket that will begin November 8th and 9th.
Round of applause and bringing out senior playing the national anthem.
One moment for tonight's national anthem.
Here we go. Euphoric sounds of the euphonium. Captain to the 50-yard.
Connor Mahoney, Banks High School euphonium player, performing tonight's national anthem. Hopefully you caught a little bit of that. Did a great job. Having some issues with the speakers, though, inside the stadium, cutting out, just one of many reasons Banks High School looking for a new football facility over the next couple of years. Captains meeting at midfield on the Braves logo, white border with the blue arrowhead logo inside. Banks in their home navy blue uniforms, white numerals with Vegas gold trim, white helmets, blue stripe down the center with the Banks arrowhead logo on the side of the helmet, blue pants with gold flag down the sides of the pants with a wide base at the hip, going down to a point just below the knee or the shin. Valley Catholic, pretty nice looking uniforms, white with Valiants blue lettering, blue numerals with gray trim on the front and back, black helmets, and a very shiny metallic blue VC on the sides of the helmets. Official top 10 rankings for OSAA 3A football. Number 1, Cascade Christian. Top 4 teams undefeated. Challenger 7-0. Banks number 2, 7-0. Dayton number 3, 8-0. And Burns number 4, 7-0. Siuslaw Florence 5 at 5-2. Kennedy 6 at 5-2. North Valley 7 at 5-2. Actually, we mentioned Warrenton. I mentioned Kennedy was 10 earlier. Warrenton's ranked 10th. Kennedy is ranked 6th. But Warrenton would get the other automatic qualifier to the 3A playoffs if they were to happen as of this week. North Valley of Grants Pass number 7, Vale 8. Sisters number 9 after their upset loss last week to Pleasant Hill, and number 10, as we mentioned, the Warrenton Warriors. Kelly Field at Banks High School runs north and south. Far side of the field, the visitor section will be to the east side, out towards Highway 26. The west side will be the home side of the field. And it looks like Banks, not sure if they won the toss, but they will kick off to start tonight's contest. Chase Mead, the Braves kicker, gets the boot away and tries to one-hand it on a hop. It's going to go out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Tried to pick it up on the hop. Looks like number 24, Tim Louie. Banks had a baseball player quite a few years ago named Cam Louie. Not sure if he's any relation. 1st and 10 for the Valiants from their own 14-yard line, moving right to left as you look at your listening device to start tonight's contest between the number 2 Banks Braves, undefeated on the season, and the 4-3 and 1-3 Valley Catholic Valiants. Now they're going to move the ball to the far hash mark. And it will be Alex Adams out of shotgun for the Valiants. Straight drop, and it's dropped. That should be a backward pass, but they're going to rule it incomplete. Intended for number 6, Sam Robbins. Second down and 10 for the Valiants after their kind of a short, almost like a screen pass or a quick out, but not very far out to the near side. And Adams nearly caught and then nearly intercepted. Would have been short of the first down. Like pass was intended for J.J. Sheridan, number 4. 3rd down and 10. Third down and long. No offense as of yet for the Valiants on the opening drive of the game. 3rd down and 10. Adams. Deep route, and nobody in the area. Underthrown, intended again for J.J. Sheridan. Nobody really turned around, though. A couple of Braves players had him bracketed nicely, but not really a chance for anybody, even the defense, to get back to that one. It's going to be 4th down after 3 incompletions for Valley Catholic on their opening drive. Just 16 seconds for the first 4 set of downs for the Valiants. And the punt is going to go out of bounds. Braves will have great field position right around the Valiants' 40-yard line. 11:36 to go in the first quarter. No score between the Valiants of Beaverton and the Banks Braves. Really surprised Valley Catholic tried to go to the air with what I can only imagine is a very wet football in a very sloppy field. Henry White, the lone back with a light out of shotgun. 3 receivers set to give to White up the middle, off the left side. Able to break out of a tackle down the near side. He is not quite going to get in, but 38 yards, no signal. So 39-yard run on the first play from scrimmage for Henry White. First and goal from the 1 for Banks. Again, Henry White, this time directly to the right of Lida. Trips to the near side to give to Henry White, right up the middle, in, touchdown.
There we go. Bing, bang, boom.
40 seconds into the game, Banks on their opening drive after Valley Catholic opens with the football and gets nowhere. Henry White, 39 yards on the first play from scrimmage from the Valiants 40 and scores the next play. 2 carries for 40 yards and a touchdown for Henry White. 11-20 first quarter. Banks 6. Valley Catholic nothing. We'll keep it here for the extra point before we send it to break. Snap is down. Kick is plenty long enough up to the sky and through. Banks 7, Valley Catholic nothing. Valiants will start their second possession when we come back. Whether it's a steaming hot old-fashioned cup of joe or hot chocolate on a cold winter day, or an ice-cold Italian soda or iced coffee on a hot summer day, any time is a great time to stop by Scoggins Creek Coffee. With 2 locations in Gaston and Yamhill Carlton, their warm and friendly baristas will get you the delicious drink of your choice. Scoggins Creek Coffee, call 503-985-3483, 503-985-3483.
Now with more Banks Braves Athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves, Trevor Beard.
And able to break out of a tackle momentarily. Some hard hitting left side. I think it's number 4, J.J. Sheridan on the return. Banks up 7-0 early first quarter, 11-12 remaining in the opening period after a 1-yard touchdown run from Henry White. And short give up the middle is going to be for a loss of about 2, maybe 3 yards back to the 15. Second down and 13. Twins each way for Graham. Passes intercepted. Henry White inside the 15. Braves are knocking on the door in the red zone once again. Henry White, the only 2 plays for the Braves offensively. Second carry of the game led to a touchdown and now an interception. Puts the Braves first and 10 from the Valiants 14. And again, the gift to Henry off the left side. Spins back in the near, kind of backed over the defender, gets close to the first down. I think he's going to be about a yard short. Got to the 5, needed to get to the 4 to pick up the first down. Actually, they'll mark it at the 6, 2nd down and 2. Been all Henry White so far offensively through the first 2 possessions for the Braves on short field. Again, the give to Henry White. Squeezes his way through and in for the touchdown. Henry White, his 2nd touchdown run of the game, 14-0 Banks, 9:45 first quarter. Kick is up and through. Henry White from 6 yards out that time. 14-0 Banks. We'll see if we can keep up on the scoreboard tonight. Braves up 2 touchdowns. 9:45 to go in the first one. We come back.
Are you looking for a job with flexible hours, a way to support your community, or a first step toward a career in education? ESS has exciting substitute teacher and paraprofessional openings at schools throughout Eastern Yamhill, Columbia, and Washington counties. You'll enjoy creating your own schedule with weekly pay, ongoing training, and benefits. Begin your rewarding career in education by applying today at ess.com.
Now with more Banks Braves Athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves, Trevor Beard.
$14-0 Braves. And the kick from Banks is going to go into the end zone for a touchback. Alex Adams and the Valiants offense will have the ball for the 3rd time from their own 20-yard line. Pass incomplete as pass intended for, I think, Tim Louie, far side, but Adams had to get rid of that pass in a hurry as Turner was coming down on him pretty quick. Pass caught out by the 20-yard line by number 4, J.J. Sheridan, but Henry White in great coverage there to stop him for a loss of about 2. It's going to be 3rd down and 12. Adams. 4-receiver set, trip split wide to the far side. Whistles. Do we have a timeout? Oh, flag. Maybe a delay of game against Valley Catholic. First flag of the game for either team. That's one a big issue for the Braves this season, especially special teams or personal foul and holding penalties. Adams lobs one downfield, and it's going to be caught. That's the first down of the game for the Valiants. Pass is caught by number 6, Sam Robbins, all the way up to the 40-yard line on 3rd and 12 from the Valiants 18, a gain of 22. And Valley Catholic, after the first completion of the game for either side, Valiants keep the drive going. 1st and 10 from the Braves 40, 8.5 minutes first quarter. Adams again out of shotgun, straight drop. Throws quick over the middle. Again had a man. He was bracketed, but again it's Sam Robbins, just led him a little too far. And that will be incomplete, 2nd down and 10. Adams with Marcus Mueller to the near side. And I think we're going to get a false start this time against Valley Catholic. Last time they went too late. This time they go too early. Second penalty of this drive for the Valiants. Second down and 15 from the 35 of the Valiants. This time trips to the wide side of the field, near side, and they try a little trickery, and it's not going to work on a little bit of a toss. And it's going to be a loss of about 3. It'll be 3rd down and 18. Actually, they're going to only give him a loss of a yard, 3rd down and 16 after the false start on the previous play. I said a little bit of trickery because toss sweep is not really a trick play, but it appeared as if the back receiving the toss was possibly going to flip it back to the quarterback, and it's going to, caught and dropped, intended for Mueller. In on coverage was number 6, Lane Gilbert, with him step for step down the near side. Nearly caught at the Braves' 30-yard line, but incomplete. And Valiants will most likely punt it away again on 4th and long from their own 34. Valiants appear to go there. Unless this is just going to be a quick kick situation. Yeah, that's nice kick, but taken right by Martin at about the 35. Cuts back midfield. 40, 35, 30. And finally brought down at the 25 of Valley Catholic. And the Braves have 1st and 10 and great field position for the 3rd straight possession. All 3 of their drives have started inside Valiant's territory. And one of those drives only lasted 2 plays, the longest of those 3 drives. Great return by Jared Martin of 40 yards down to, actually going to mark it at the 15. $50-yard punt return for Jared Martin. Quick pass out short, incomplete, intended for number 5, Wyatt Jackson, near side. Would have been for a short gain even if he had made the completion. 7:06 to go first quarter, 14-0 Braves. Again, knocking on the door. I think most points they've scored in a contest this season, at least in our broadcasts, have been, they had 35, and that's 65-0 blowout at North Marion in the league opener. White, the right of Lyda. Trips near side offset. This time, Lyda's going to keep it, and he will score easily, breaking an ankle tackle. Attempting to bring him down was number 13, Adrian Amano. And Braves now up 3 scores after the 15-yard touchdown run from Nate Lyda to put the Braves up 20-0. And extra point is up and good. Banks 21. Valley Catholic, nothing. Still more than half the first quarter to go. 7:01 remains. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Explore your world with Donna Mallard Hawkins at Infinity Escapes Travel. She's a Banks alum and can help you find great deals on cruises with Regent 7 Seas and discounts on guests with Virgin Voyages and Royal Caribbean. Want to stay ashore? Check out featured tours like National Parks of the American West, like tours of Croatia and Madagascar. Book your next vacation with Donna Mallard Hawkins and Infinity Escapes Travel, calling 823-634-8080 or visit infinityescapestravel.com.
Now with more Banks Braves Athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves, Trevor Beard.
Kick is away and will be taken at about the 5 and brought down just past the 20-yard line. Dick Lamb on the stop and special teams. Marcus Mueller on the return for the Valiants. 6:55 to go first quarter. And the give off the far side is going to be a short gain of maybe about 2 or 3 yards. Christian Medina in on the stop. Actually, a loss of a yard back to the 20, original line of scrimmage, the 21. Not sure officials know what they're going to do. They're having a conference maybe on where to spot the football. The female official picked up the ball, and then the white hat came in, and now they put the ball back down, and it seems we're ready to resume play for the Valiants on offense. Adams out of shotgun. Looks to draw, looks to throw. Far side, jump pass is thrown up and caught. And making the dive up across midfield is Marcus Mueller. Big play for the Valiants on through the air, and far side Marcus Mueller into Braves territory for, I believe, the first time tonight. First and 10 Valiants from the Braves 48. 5:52 to go first quarter. Adams. And the give up the middle, thrown back hard. Cole Wilson in on the stop for A great tackle off to give to Gavin Galen. Loss of 4, almost 5, second down and 14, all the way back into Valiants territory to the 47. Adams looks again to throw in the pocket, has time, and could have been intercepted by number 2, Jared Martin. He was ahead of the play. Pass was thrown in front of Marcus Mueller. Incompletion stops the clock. 4:41 to go in the opening period. (21-0) Braves, 4:41 to go first quarter. No real surprises yet. Valley Catholic has had a couple of deep completions, though, over their last 2 possessions. Mueller, short catch, out of bounds. Far side, gets back the negative yardage they lost and maybe an extra. Actually, they're going to give him out of bounds all the way up to the 45, and it might be 2 down territory for Valley Catholic from the Braves 46. Whistles and a timeout for timeout Banks. 4:36 to go, first quarter. Banks saw something they didn't like from their defense, and they will stop the clock. Banks 21, Valley Catholic nothing. We'll be back in just a moment.
At Wana Credit Union, every individual is unique, with different needs, different wants, and different goals. This is who we are. And we live here. Our families live here. Our friends live here. This is our home. Because to us, you're not a number. You're an individual. Wana Credit Union. Individuals welcome.
Now with more Banks Braves Athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves, Trevor Beard.
And we're back, 4:36, first quarter, 21-0 Braves following a Banks timeout. 4th and 7 for the Valiants. Adams flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his left. The slings one out, and it's intercepted! Again, guess who? Henry White. 2 of the 3 touchdowns for the Braves. 2 interceptions now after that takeaway at the Valiants, or at the Braves 25. Valiants had a somewhat promising drive going, and now Braves, their second takeaway of the evening, both from Henry White. They'll mark it at the 24, under 4.5 minutes first quarter, 21-0 Braves. Banks again takes over on offense, but their worst field position of the night from their own 24-yard line. Three receivers set, Twins far side with the lone receiver near side, Lane Gilbert. Again, the give to Henry White. Waits for his blockers, and better job by Valley Catholic to bottle him up that time. That's about his shortest gain of the night. He was still able to pick up about 3 or 4 yards. To about the 27, 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, second down and 6. This time trips near side with Martin Gilbert. And I think Judson Woods. Quick pass out, Jared Martin out of the backfield. Screen play down the near side. Nobody's going to catch him. Henry White all the way to the house. 72 yards for Jarrett Martin, 27-0. Still 3.5 minutes in the first quarter. Jarrett Martin, not Henry White, scoring that last touchdown. Snap down, kick is up and 4 straight for Chase Meade. 28-0 Banks, 3:32 still remains in the first quarter. It's all Braves, 28-0. We'll be back in a moment.
O'Leary Air is proudly offering Dakin Comfort Pro HVAC products. They've been serving the West Side and Greater Portland Metro since 2015. They pride themselves in getting the job done right, backed by a legacy of integrity, respect, and honesty. O'Leary Air offers competitive pricing on all their work. Give them a call today at 503-989-5251. That's 503-989-5251. Online at o'learyair.com. CCB number 239855.
And we're back 28-0 Banks, 3:32 remaining in the first quarter after the pass from Nate Lyda to Jarrett Martin on the screenplay. And again, return man makes it up to the 20-yard line. Jacob Lepschat on the stop. Valley Catholic, Adams rolling to his right. Still looking, throws, and almost intercepted. Lane Gilbert diving out of bounds far side, but it'll be incomplete. Would have been enough for a first down had it been caught, but incomplete at the Valiants 45. 3:18 first quarter. Up the middle. Short gain, I think, for Tim Louie. Like number 24, that time the ball carrier. Actually, it's going to be number 10, Gavin Galen. Gain of about 3 to the 23-yard line. Adams to throw, rolling right. Flag on the play, and it's intercepted out of bounds by Jared Martin, but a flag in the backfield. They're going to say he made the interception out of bounds. The indication that the flag is against the Valiants. Holding against Valley Catholic. Penalty is declined. That will bring up 4th and 7 from the Valiants 23. 2.5 minutes first quarter, all Banks 28-0. And it's going to high and not very deep. A punt of only about 16 yards. It's going to go out of bounds at about the Valiants. 2:25 remaining in the first quarter. Vida brings the offense to the line. Wide formation to the far side with Martin and Jackson to that side with a 4-receiver set. Quick pass out, caught. Gilbert, 35-30, makes a man miss. He's going to score. Lane Gilbert to the house. 43 yards for Lane Gilbert, 2:14 in the first quarter.
There you go. 4 minus pass. Down, Braves. Hey, Dan Jordan, did your horn break? Come on.
Extra point. 5 for 5 for Chase Meade. 35 for the Braves. Valley Catholic still yet to get on the board. 2:14 remaining in the first quarter. All Banks when we come back.
Do you have your next vacation planned? Whether it's time for a cruise, weekend getaway, or a bucket list resort, let Lazy Hammock Travel in North Plains help you. Lazy Hammock Travel, your passport to relaxation. Call Jason Ackerman at 503-332-5571 or visit their website, lazyhammocktravel.com. Lazy Hammock Travel, proud sponsors of Banks Braves Athletics and American Legion Baseball on Westside Mobile Media.
Now with more Banks Braves Athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves, Trevor Beard.
$35-0 Braves. They scored 35 in the league opener at North Marion, but they won 65-0. And turn man is Mueller from the near side, and he has a little bit of a hole, flag in the backfield. I think this is probably going to come back due to a hold. Marker comes out at about the 17, holding against Valley Catholic. 2:06 first quarter, 35-0 Braves. And they'll mark the football at, I think, around the 10-yard line after the holding penalty was thrown at about the 17, so it should be half the distance to the goal. Put it between the 8 and the 9-yard line. 1st and 10 from the Valley Catholic 9. Another great opportunity for the Braves to get short field and put even more points on the board before the end of the quarter. Adams to give to Galen. Cade Wilson on the stop for no gain. Actually lost back to the 5. Dropped 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 14. $35-0 Braves, 90 seconds left in the opening period. Adams with time, and it's entered. Oh, probably should have been picked. Back on the play, Brady Johnson. Great coverage. Was able to leap and come up with it, but wet ball, I'm sure, and couldn't bring it down once he hit the ground. Incomplete. 3rd and long for the Valiants, 119 first quarter, trailing 35-0. Adams again, 3rd and long. Not sure if that pass was tipped, appeared to be, but or just lost the handle on it. Well, incomplete from the far side. Ball flutters incomplete. 4th down, and we might see Braves come after this one, but there is a flag on the play. Oh, intentional grounding in the end zone, so it will be a bank safety. $37-0 Banks, first quarter.
That safety is Banks Braves. 0.
And the Braves are going to get the ball back. $37-0 Banks, 111 remaining in the first quarter. So Valley Catholic will have to kick it back away to the Braves after they force Alex Adams to into a grounding situation out of the Valiant's own end zone. Try an onside kick. Could hear up from up in the booth, watch the onside, and that's what the Valiants attempted, and it's going to be recovered nicely by Grady Lucia. Braves again short field from the Valiants 34. Ball to the far side. Lida has time, throws over the middle, bobbled by Gilbert. Can't quite bring it in. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Braves already with a 5-score lead. Slow to get out of the huddle. No hurry with commanding lead, and we're not even out of the first quarter. Lie to the give to White. Able to spin out of a tackle. Spinning, still breaking through, and gets a first down down to about the 20-yard line. Put the Valiants defenders on spin cycle and got, it will be a Braves first down to the 20-yard line. Gain of 14. First and 10. Braves again in the end zone inside a minute, first quarter. Braves quick to come to the line. Three receivers. Fake the give to White. Pass is nearly intercepted, then nearly cut by Lane Gilbert. Second down and 10. Well, right through the hands of the Valiants defender. Just couldn't close them together in time to bring the ball in. Incompletion stops the clock, 25 seconds first quarter. Judson Woods and Gilbert near side. Man in motion is Brady Johnson. Elida's going to keep off the left side. Gets around the end, scores easily. 20 yards, Nate Elida. 43-0. 16 seconds remain in the first quarter. Snap down, kick up, and this time maybe couldn't blame him if he got a little tired. This is that one wide left, but Banks 43, Amhill Valley Catholic nothing. Again, we'll be back in 30 seconds. We're going to blow through all our sponsor breaks in the first quarter.
Banks Post newspaper is the official news provider of West Side's greatest hits. Listen hourly for West Side news from the Banks Post newsroom. Banks Post newspaper covers Banks, Manning, Buxton, Roy, and surrounding western Washington County communities. If you'd like more information on the Banks Post or want to pick up a copy, visit a local business today. You can also visit their website at bankspost.com or their Facebook page, Banks Post.
Now with more Banks Braves Athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves, Trevor Beard.
43-0 Braves, final seconds of the first quarter. On the return is Galen. He'll be brought down shy of the 15-yard line. Grady Lucia on the stop. Time for one more play for Valley Catholic. 6 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Adams. Quick throw out pass through the hands, dropped. Nice job by the official not to throw a flag on that play. Momentum from Gilbert took him into Sheridan after he had bobbled the ball out of bounds. Not any kind of personal foul or any harm meant. Couldn't stop his momentum. And second down and 10 on the incompletion. Still time for another play for the Valiants. 3 seconds in the first quarter, trailing 43-0. Give this time is going to be brought down back at the 10. A loss of about 5. Third down and 14. That's going to be the end of the quarter. After one, it's all Braves. Expect to see some of the second unit players, although I know you can't see them due to issues out of our control, but those here in the stands can. Braves already with a 6-score lead late as we go to the second quarter. It's all Braves 43-0.
Legacy Roofing can save your home from leaks, mold, and other issues related to an older roof, preventing future roof issues, saving you thousands of dollars. They use only the most trusted materials backed by an excellent warranty that is transferred if you ever sell your home. Legacy is tops in their field, earning the GAF Master Elite certification and the Golden Pledge warranty. For more information or to get a free quote, call 503-357-7663 today.
Now with more Banks Braves Athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves, Trevor Beard.
And we're back as the teams switch ends of the field. 43-0 Braves. Valley Catholic moving left to right as we open the second quarter. Adams looks to throw, goes deep down the far side, and Brady Johnson, nice job of face guarding, but not really any physical contact, no flag on the play, and it will be fourth down. Pass was intended for J.J. Sheridan down the far side deep into Braves territory and complete on the first play of the second quarter. And Lane Gilbert, the only man back. This is going to die. I think it will stay in bounds, but against the far sideline. Comes to a stop at the 43-yard line, or 47. Again, good field position for the Braves. The starter's still in for Banks. 11:45 first half, 43-0 lead. Trips off set near side. Pass intended for Wyatt Jackson out of the backfield, incomplete. $43-0 Braves, 11:41 first half. Slide out of shotgun with White the lone back. And trips off set near side, same lineup as last time. Give to Henry White. Big push up the middle and still pushing the pile. He's going to get inside the 40. Should be third down and short though. Yeah, I think it's going to be third down and about 2 from the 38. Oh, third down and 2 from the 39 of the Valiants. Under 11 minutes first half. Whistles and a false start against Banks. Yeah, that's indication from the near side official. First penalty of the Braves. Nice job of cleaning up that category. First penalty of the game does not come until the 10:54 mark of the first half. Braves come to the line. First and 15 from their own 40, or from the Valiants 44. And in motion is Gilbert. White up the middle, bounces off a couple of tacklers, back inside the 40, down to about the 39. Maybe gets the 5 yards back from the penalty. Fourth down, and they will mark it at the 40-yard line, 4th and 3. I think the Braves will likely go. First fourth down of the night. $43-0, 10 minutes, first half. And slipping down, otherwise I think he would have had the first down. Henry White just gets back to the line of scrimmage just as he started to get a burst of steam. Runs over a mud pit at the 40-yard line. Valiants will take over on downs. Down by 6 touchdowns under 10 minutes first half. Adams and the Valiants with a tight formation against the far side. Trips offset that direction. They're going to try a little bit different offensive scheme this time. Like number 52. Chris V. Prabhakar. A gain of 2 to the 42-yard line. Wins each way for the Valiants. Pass over the middle, caught by Marcus Mueller. First down into Braves territory, about the 47. They needed to get to midfield for the first down. Jake Lamb with the stop. The market at the 48 of the Braves. 9 minutes first half, 43-0 Banks. Trips offset near side. Adams rolling to his right. Now he's going to keep it and get out of bounds about the 45 for a gain of about 4. Second down and 6. Gain of 3 to the 46. Second down and 7. Okay. Second down and 7 from the 46 of the Braves. Adams to pass again. Pass caught out of bounds, shy of the 40-yard line. It'll be third down and 2. Out of bounds at the 41. Third down and 1 from the 40. 2 down territory for the Valiants. 8:35. Clock stops on the completion out of bounds. Valiants trying to draw the Braves off sides. Adams comes under center. Now we'll back up into shotgun, and Valiants will call timeout, their first of the half. Still 8:35 remaining in the first half. It's been seems like it's been a slow but quick moving first half, but quick moving. Well, it's been 1 hour since the start of the contest, but it's been slow moving only in the fact that a lot of stoppages of play due to 6 scores in the first quarter from the Braves, up 43-0. We'll be back in just a moment.
Divine Home Solutions can upgrade your kitchen with quality cabinets. Divine Home Solution focuses on quick turnaround time from lead to completion. They also have luxury vinyl plank flooring as well. Don't just make your kitchen beautiful, make it divine. Divine Home Solutions, 971-407-6742 or 971-325-7759 and online at divinehome.solutions.
Now with more Banks Braves Athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves, Trevor Beard.
Adams was hit as he threw on fourth down, incomplete. Braves will take over on downs from their own 40-yard line after Valiants fall short on fourth down. 8:31 remaining in the first half, 43-0 Braves. And Banks drawn into a false start. Oh, no, it was still fourth down. Apparently, Valley Catholic, so this time the Valiants are going to draw Banks off sides. I'm not sure what happened on that previous incompletion. Adams with Prabhakar, the lone back. And Adams hit as he's thrown, and Prabhakar a little slow to get up. We have officials timeout. Prabhakar may have to come out due to not a concussion, but apparently some type of injury where he's going to have to leave the field for a play. Not down on the field long enough to be a concussion. Nice sportsmanship from Jake Lamb to come over and make sure he was okay. Second down and 10 for the Valiants. 8:23 first half. 43-0 Banks after 6 touchdowns in the first half. In the first quarter, nobody has scored in the second period. They give to Galen, and he's going to try to fight to get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll probably lose about a half a yard. It'll be third down and long. They will mark it back to the line of scrimmage, third and 10. Adams, low snap, flushed out of the pocket, rolling right, throws on the run, caught, but as he turns to possibly go out of bounds, slips and the ball comes out. Would have been enough for the first down to the 20, but incomplete, intended for Sam Robbins, 4th and 10. Again, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Support the Susan G. Komen Foundation and their effort to fight the disease by making a donation to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Valiants come to the line. Nobody back in C formation, and Valiants are going to keep it. Adams throws on the run, intercepted again. Lane Gilbert, his second of the night, up the near side, has some blockers, down the near side. He's going to score. Touchdown, nobody's going to catch him. Lane Gilbert to the house on the third interception of the night.
Interception and a touchdown, Braves.
85 yards for Lane Gilbert down the near side, able to tightrope the home side of the field, 49-0. 7-17 first half.
Six for number 6.
Low snap, kick is up, and kind of a strange play. I thought we might see a false start before the ball was snapped, but the kick is up and through. 6 out of 7 on extra points for Chase Meade. Now Banks 50. Valley Catholic nothing. 7-17 remains in the first half. Your local lender, Christy Van Meter at Union Home Mortgage, is here to walk you through every step in purchasing your new home. Christy and her team bring trusted knowledge and years of experience to make your home loan financing process an enjoyable one. If you're in the business or have questions about purchasing or refinancing your home, call Christy Van Meter at Union Home Mortgage, 503-327-5302, or visit uhm.com/kvanmeter. Union Home Mortgage, official sponsor of the PBR. Union Home Mortgage promises cap. Christy Van Meter is licensed in Oregon 1700271, Washington MLO-1700271, and Arizona 1039867. Union Home Mortgage is an equal housing lender, NMLS number 2229.
Now with more Banks Braves Athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves, Trevor Beard.
And we're back 50-0 Banks, 7-17 first half after the interception from Lane Gilbert, 85 yards back to the house, tight roping the near sideline. Kickoff from the Braves will go all the way to the end zone for a touchback, 7-17 first half. 50-0 Banks, 43 scored in the opening quarter.
Number 77, Chance Lindsay.
Chance Lindsay in the contest, making the stop for a loss of a yard, second down and 11. And we have a timeout on the field, 6:42 in the first half. It's all Braves, 50, Valley Catholic nothing. Timeout Valiants will be back.
Casey Ogden is a healthcare expert with more than 40 years in the field serving others and is college certified in nursing and healthcare administration. Her business, Casey Ogden Healthcare Services, offers everything you need for home health, from limited medical equipment, meal preparation, medication management, medical transportation, and more. Call 971-273-6058 or email caseyogden.hcs.llc@gmail.com.
Now with more Banks Braves Athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves, Trevor Beard.
6:42 remaining in the first half. 50-0 Braves. After the third interception of the night from Banks is brought back all the other way, 85 yards on a tightrope from Lane Gilbert. Adams again to throw. Now almost intercepted again through the hands of number 12. Jake Lamb. Third and 11 from the 19. Not third down and 11. Ball was marked. Original line of scrimmage was the 20. The ball's on the 20. Valley Catholic nearly caused Banks to jump. Adams pass incomplete. Out of bounds near side. Intended for Robbins. No, intended for number 0. Number 6 is Robbins. Number 0 is Marcus Mueller. And again, the rugby style kick, it's going to take a Valiants bounce and roll out of bounds right around midfield. First and 10, Banks, 6:28 to go first half, a chance to put even more points on the board. Here's they're going to keep the starters in for the remainder of the first half. We will have a running clock after halftime, 50-0 Braves. Give to Henry White. Again, he's off to the races. Again, he's going to score. Henry White, 51 yards. One play, 6:18, 56-0.
Number 10, Henry White, 51 yards.
Henry White putting on the afterburners. And White hot on the ground for the Braves.
And just like that,
57-0. 2 touchdowns in the second quarter for the Braves. Both coming on short drives, the 85-yard interception return for Lane Gilbert, and now a 51-yard touchdown run for Henry White after the punt from Valley Catholic. It's Banks 57, Valley Catholic nothing. We'll return after this.
Specialty Screen Printing in Yamhill offers your business the creativity and expertise to print your logo on a variety of items. Owners Ken and Linda Johnson have 40 years of experience on industrial parts and every type of material, including ceramic tile. Their fast service can have your project done in less than a week. Visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com, to see for yourself how they can help you boost your company's marketing and industrial screen printing needs. Call 971-998-9274 or visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com.
And we're back. Henry White, another score. Henry is white hot on the ground tonight. 57-0 after the 51-yard touchdown run. Valley Catholic issues with the return, and they're going to be brought down around their own 6-yard line, 6:08 first half.
Jacob and Chase Mueller making the tackle for the Braves.
First and 10 from their own 7. Pass out of the backfield. Might get up to about the maybe a yard or two. Robbins on the catch. Henry White on the stop. Actually, it's going to be for no gain. Pass was caught out of the backfield. Did get a little bit of room to get back to the line of scrimmage. But they're actually going to mark it as a 1-yard loss. Officials timeout. Appears to be an injury to number 55 for the Valiants. Liam Plepp. And officials appear set to resume play after the injury to Liam Plepp. Twins split out wide to the near side for Adams. Ball to the far hash mark. Rolling to that side, rolling right, looks to throw deep. And pass is caught all the way out of bounds, up past the 30-yard line to Mueller for a Valiants first down.
First down. Yard line.
They will mark it at the 30-yard line. Cole Linehan having a nice chat with the white hat official on the near side. As the ball gets cleaned up. No ball boy this season for Banks, which is rare. This is some kind of equipment check with the white hat official to the near side. Appears to be an issue with the ball. $57-0 Banks, 5:20 remaining in the first half. Banks with 6 touchdowns and a safety in the opening quarter, 2 touchdowns in the second quarter, and we appear set to resume play. First and 10 Valiants from their own 30-yard line, moving left to right second quarter. 5:20 first half. Adams flushed out of the pocket, rolling left. Throws back middle of the field. Caught Mueller sliding down just shy of midfield. Another Valiants first down up to the Valley Catholic 49, 5:11 in the first half. They will mark it at midfield. 57-0 under 5 minutes first half. Adams rolling left. Flushed out of the pocket again. Pass intercepted. Oh, no. Charlie White makes the quick leap. Thought he came down with it right at the first down marker, but it'll be incomplete. Second down and 10. Pass was intended for Aiden Doyle for the Valiants. 4:32 clock stops. Adams again to throw. Through the hands of Mueller and then nearly intercepted by number 1, Grady Lucia. Valiants have only been inside Banks' territory, I think once, maybe twice. Have the ball at midfield, third down and 10. And flag on the play, likely, they're going to call offsides against Banks. Encroachment against the Braves, 4:28 first half, 57-0 Banks. End of the first quarter, Mountainside leading Westview 14-0. Adams trying to draw Banks off sides, claps 3 times. Hit as he throws and well underthrown, intended for number 13. Faber Herbst, nice job to apply pressure. Adrian Amano, the intended receiver, 4th and 5. Adams. Again, I'm not sure why they're giving Valley Catholic an extra down. Oh, no. It's being punted away. And will be picked up at about the 1-2 yard line. Down the near side, flag on the play. After the quick punt from Adams. Brady Johnson on the return, but a flag on the play at the 26-yard line. Holding against the Braves. First time we've seen that tonight. So flag comes out at the 26-yard line. So it should be 1st and 10 from the Braves 13. Moving right to left, 4:07 first half. Most points they've scored in a contest this season, 65 at North Marion. They have 57 with 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Oh, no, they're going to change the call. Initially, they indicated it was against the Braves, but now they say Valley Catholic is the guilty party. And that will move the ball to the 36-yard line of Valley Catholic, or 35-yard line of the Braves. Not sure why. The flag came out at the 26-yard line. They're marking the ball at the 40.
40-yard line.
$57-0 Banks first half, 4:07 remaining. And now we have officials timeout. Sure what's in the holdup tonight with the officials. We've had some kind of bizarre officials timeouts. Now, official blows his whistle and drops his hand to resume play. 4:07 first half. Snap the give to, this time off the far side, but a flag in the backfield. Number 12, Jake Lamb. Holding against Banks. Flag was thrown 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be a loss of 12 on the holding penalty. It will mark it all the way back to the 28. No, just from the original line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 20 from the 30. 1st and 20 from the 30. Exactly 4 minutes. Pass. So. Through the hands of Grady Lucia, 2nd down and long. Incompletion stops the clock, 3:50 first half. And I think Jake Lamb on the return that time. And actually, Nate Light on the keeper. It's most of the lost yardage back, but we're going to have an injured Valley Catholic player. Takes up 8 on the keeper, third down at 12, 3:38 on the stoppage on the injury timeout to the Valiants player. We'll take a break. In Likeness of You offers caricatures, face painting, temporary tattoos, indoor and outdoor games, arcade games, and even costume hero birthday events. Since 2013, they've even held corporate events for some of the biggest companies in the world. For more information or to book your next party, go to inlikenessofyou.com, thebash.com, or call 503-858-0164. That's 503-858-0164.
Now with more Banks Braves Athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves, Trevor Beard.
And the injured player for Valley Catholic still down on the field. He is able to move his upper arms. Both his knees are pointed up. Still laying flat on his back, unable to see the number of the injured player. Now he will be helped off the field. Number 55, Prithvi Prabhakar, or Liam Pleb. Third down at 12, 3:38 first half, clock moving. Lida. Straight drop. Dumps it over the middle, caught. Flips, gets makes a couple defenders miss. Medina's gonna score. Able to break a couple of ankle tackles, bumped into the end zone for the touchdown, 3:08. But a flag on the play, back near midfield.
62-yard run for Medina after the catch. There are penalties on the field. See if that stands. Great effort, Chris Medina.
Flag at the 50, at the 47-yard line of Banks. If it's against the Braves, the touchdown will not stand, and this appears to be coming back. Illegal receiver against Banks. Illegal receiver or illegal man downfield. The white hat taps the top of his head. Ineligible downfield. So third down from the 38, third down and 12. Or third down and 16 from the 34. Again, after tomorrow night, we will have an update for you on social media as to who Banks' opponent will be for the first round of the 2025 OSAA volleyball playoffs for 3A. Pass out of the backfield and bottled up initially and caught by Brady Lucia for a short gain. Gets a little bit past the original line of scrimmage, past the close to the 40. Fourth and 11 from the 39. Yeah, now they move the down marker to where it should be. Fourth down and a long 9 from just past the 40-yard line of the Braves. Banks appears to be staying on the field offensively. Under 2.5 minutes, 57-0 Banks. First half. Fly to the throw and pass incomplete. Intended for Brady Johnson. Ball will go back to Valley Catholic. First and 10 from the Braves 40. .205 first half. Valiants with the football. Banks with the lead, 57-0. Twins offset both sides for Adams. Straight drop, throws down the far side. Caught inside the 20. Catch made for the first down to Reed Randolph. Down to about the 18. Again, Valiants go quickly. Pass intended for Mueller down the far side. Into the left front corner of the end zone, goes through his hands. Second down and 10. Adams. Been out of shotgun all night. Low snap. Quick out of bounds. Close to the 10-yard line, but it'll be short of the first down. Third down, 90 seconds left in the half. Not sure why the clock continues to move. He caught the ball and then got out of bounds. Running clock should not take effect until... Actually, only gave him to the 13, third down and 5. Adams again, low snap. Throws into the end zone, touchdown. Cut by Aiden Doyle for the first points of the night. Forward Valley Catholic come finally with just under a minute remaining in the first half. Valiants appear to be going for two. And through the hands of the intended receiver, again, Reed Randolph, incomplete. 59.5 seconds remain in the first half. It's still all Braves. Banks 57, but Valley Catholic is on the board with their first touchdown of the night. 57-6 Braves, late first half.
The Army National Guard plays a vital role in your community. We're on the front lines supporting essential personnel, first responders, law enforcement, and medical professionals, delivering food, supplies, and medicine, keeping communities safe, making a difference. During emergencies, we're always ready, always there. Learn more about part-time service in the Army National Guard at nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Oregon Army National Guard, aired by the Oregon Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Now with more Banks Braves Athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves, Trevor Beard. Now with more Banks Braves Athletics on West.
Alex Adams' 13-yard touchdown pass to Aiden Doyle gets the Valiants on the board, 57-6 Braves. 59.5 remaining in the first half. Alex Prestopine will kick it off for Valley Catholic. Grady Lucia on the return. Bumped hard out of bounds into the track up to the 35-yard line. 53 seconds in the first half. Banks will likely just take a couple of knees and going at halftime up with the commanding lead. Lada will take a knee, and one more should do it. And that will take us to the break. At the half, Banks 57, Valley Catholic 6. Braves in control through the first two quarters. We'll take a 2-minute break. And be back in a moment.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items, including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
Jason, let's go see your room.
Mason, let's go see your room.
How was it? Is it good?
Same great smile, same great service, but a brand new location and a great new team. Sarah Hesselman Group is still proud to support Banks High School athletics, but has now joined the Premier Property Group real estate team with new offices located in Bethany. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, contact the Sarah Hesselman Group, Sarah at sarahhesselman.com, or call 503-313-0748.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Now with more Banks Braves athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves, Trevor Beard.
And we're back 57-6. Valley Catholic with a late touchdown just before the end of the half with just under a minute remaining to put points on the board after the 13-yard touchdown pass from Alex Adams to Aiden Doyle. Been a pretty busy first half for the Braves, especially that opening quarter. 43 points scored in the opening period, all kicked off. Henry White's 1-yard touchdown run, 40 seconds into the game, put the Braves up 7-0, and then would score on the Braves' next possession after a short drive, I believe off an interception. 9:20 in the first half, put the Braves up 14-0. Then quarterback Nate Lyda, his first touchdown from 15 yards to put the Braves up 21-0 with 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Then Jared Martin on a little bit of a screen play, 72 yards on the catch and run out of the backfield. Put on the Jets to get to pay dirt on the pass from Lyda, 28-0 at that point, 3.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. And it was Lyda again through the air to Lane Gilbert, 43 yards, 35-0. Still 2:14 to go in the first period. And then Banks' defense got on the board after the Valley Catholic quarterback Alex Adams was called for intentional grounding in the end zone. That gave the Braves 2 freebies. Go up 37-0 with ones on the timer in the first quarter. And then Lyda with his second touchdown run of the night, 20 yards out just before the end of the quarter for the Braves to go up 43-0. The extra point was no good with 16 seconds in the first period. 2 touchdowns for the Braves in the second quarter. Lane Gilbert tight-roped the near sideline for an 85-yard interception return for a Braves touchdown, 7-17 first half to go up 50-0. And Henry White, who was white hot in that first half with 3 touchdowns, 51 yards for the Happy Dance. 57-0 at 6:18 to go in the first half. And again, Valley Catholic with the late touchdown just before the teams went to the locker room for the 57-6 score at intermission as Youth Night. Banks Youth Football Program players being recognized along with their coaches and assistants and all the staff that helped put that on. Probably about 60, 70 players for the Banks Youth Program here tonight on the field at Banks High School at Kelly Field, having their names mentioned and their teams with their coaches and assistant coaches. We'll take another 2-minute break, see if we can get you some scores and updates from other games around the state. 57-6 at the half, all Braves. Under 9 minutes to go before the start of the third quarter. We'll be back.
Visit Main Street Pizza in Banks, located next to Jim's Market, for the best pizza in Washington County. From loaded hot baked subs to a Main Street special pizza piled high, we will satisfy your pizza cravings. We've been serving and supporting the Banks community since 1986. Open daily at 11 a.m. Call ahead now to place your order at 503-324-5858 or follow us on Facebook to see our daily lunch specials. Mention this radio ad and receive $2 off any Main Street pizza.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
For more than 45 years, Housemaster has been offering residential and commercial inspection services with more than 200 locations across the U.S. and Canada. We've helped more than 3.5 million buyers and sellers make important real estate decisions. Housemaster of Southwest Portland helps local residents make the right choice when purchasing a residential or commercial property. Call Housemaster of Southwest Portland, 971-245-2500, or visit their website, housemaster.com/southwest-Portland.
Transaction Transmission in the heart of Banks specializes in transmission repair, but they service all types of vehicle repairs and makes and models. 5-star reviews and quality workmanship you can trust. Owner Joey Tardio doesn't just repair vehicles, he eats, sleeps, and breathes all things auto-related as an auto racer March through October. Trust your vehicle to Transaction Transmission at the end of Sunset Avenue in the heart of Banks. Call 503-359-9141. And we're back at the half, 57 for the Braves. Valley Catholic with 6 after their touchdown. Just under a minute left in the first half. Other scores from around the state of Oregon. No finals to report tonight from 3A. One final from 2A, Reedsport 46, Falls City 6. One A 6-man football, Eastern Oregon. Harper over Dayville Monument, 60-12. Joseph shuts out Huntington 60-0, and Wallowa has to forfeit against South Wasco County. Eddyville over C.S. Lewis of Newburgh, 49-13. Elton easily over North Lake of Christmas Valley, 45-6. Churchill easily over South Eugene, 41-0. There's a look at all the scores we have here at half
with the Banks Braves, number 2 team in the state in 3A football, all over Valley Catholic, 57-6. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsboro. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahayes.com or call us at 503-648-2341.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Whether it's a steaming hot old-fashioned cup of joe or hot chocolate on a cold winter day, or an ice-cold Italian soda or iced coffee on a hot summer day, anytime is a great time to stop by Scoggins Creek Coffee. With 2 locations in Gaston and Yamhill Carlton, their warm and friendly baristas will get you the delicious drink of your choice. Scoggins Creek Coffee, call 503-985-3483, 503-985-3483.
Are you looking for a job with flexible hours, a way to support your community, or a first step toward a career in education? ESS has exciting substitute teacher and paraprofessional openings at schools throughout Eastern Yamhill, Columbia, and Washington counties. You'll enjoy creating your own schedule with weekly pay, ongoing training, and benefits. Begin your rewarding career in education by applying today at ess.com.
And we're back. Still 2 minutes left before teams come out of the locker room, and they add 3 more minutes to the clock. Still recognizing the players and coaches involved with the Banks Youth Program and the future of Banks football. (57-6) Braves with a dominating lead at halftime. Great season for Banks volleyball under returning head coach Suzanne Clark, who led the Braves all the way to the state title last time she coached the Braves back in 2015, and as her star player from that team back as an assistant. Braves have won 14 straight matches dating back to mid-September when they started the season 3-5 and are now 17-5 and have just captured the Coastal Range League, but are only ranked as the 16th best team in the state, but they will host a first round match. And we've just been advised that the game has ended. Apparently some injuries to both teams. And with a lopsided victory for Banks, I think this is going to be more of like a sportsmanship type situation. Do not want to run up the score. Final score, In one half, Banks 57, Valley Catholic 6. We hope you've enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night. Good night, and enjoy the rest of your weekend as well. Good night, and God bless.